Hello everyone and welcome back to the Smoky Mountain Railway. So I'm not going to try and say what episode this is because I've lost count because I've recorded all these episodes in like the past 5 or 6 days. I'm like probably up to 7, 8 or 9 now. So yeah, I guess you'll know and I won't. But anyway, to start off with, I've got a new microphone and I'm so happy because I can actually talk like at my normal volume of voice. And it's so great. It doesn't is bad. It doesn't it's so much better. I'm so happy with it. I hope it translates to you guys as sounding a lot better as well. But anyway, today we have quite the load of cars that have been delivered here. So everything in the front of the train is, of course, going to the Ela Bridge Site. Well, that one's going to the Ela House Track. But everything else is going to the Ela Bridge Site, Ela Farm Supply, and then everything back here up until right here. This is Stenzel and the Whittier House Track. So we are going to do a heck of a lot of switching here real quick. And hopefully this isn't going to take terribly long. Because, like I said, this is a lot of switching. I think I'm going to try and get the 101 kind of somewhat out of the way. Before we get her doing her duties, we need to water her. We're going to go ahead and oil her up too. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to send her forward. I'm just going to send her forward to about right here. Oh, no. Stop. I forgot. I didn't. The dynamic weather thing that I just really don't feel like works anyway. It's causing me issues. Can I stop her right? Yeah, we can stop her right there. Probably should have just went ahead and got 91 and her log train headed up the mountain for the day, but it'll be okay. I'll handle that in a minute. Okay, so let's get 71 here moving, and she's good on water today, I think. Let's go ahead and oil her bearings up. She's getting a little bit more wear and tear on her than the other two engines, so we want to make sure that she stays good and oiled. So let's go ahead, reverse, pick up this car, and we're just going to like slam it way back down this siding. That way we can, I'm going to sort of actually build the train the way that I want it to be built. So I need to get this Ela House Track car on the rear of the train. Which, I mean, at that rate, it really doesn't matter which one, whether it's the farm supply or the house track car. But since the house track car is already right here, it's just going to be the one that that gets shoved at the rear of the train. That way, I don't have to do a lot of screwing around trying to get switched and run around and just. It's going to be simpler to build the train here exactly how I want it to be as we go down the tracks, as opposed to trying to get to the destination and then do something about it. Okie doke. Let's get you reversed into here. I already had that switch where I wanted it. Go figure. Let's actually ride the car. I'm getting a little bit of lag now. And then, once we get done with all of this, it looks like we've got 6 cars to do something with. And then we'll get all these log cars taken up the mountain. Again, I think I'm going to leave the skeleton cars down here. I just really see no reason in taking the skeleton cars up the mountain with us. But we may still. I'm not sure yet. I'll probably make that decision when I go to send 91 up the mountain. Okay. Let's get 71 back down here at the other end of the yard. Something else about this new mic is I can move around. I don't think you're going to be able to hear as many mouse clicks, as many keyboard things. I'm so excited about this microphone. And I hope that it just improves the quality of your experience watching the video and hearing me talk immensely. That's the hope. I don't know. I don't know if it's that much of an upgrade, or if you will feel like it's as much of an upgrade as I feel like it is. But I feel like it's a pretty good upgrade. So, it hopefully, it is worth it. So let's go ahead, grab the rest of the Ela cars off of here. Go ahead and get them shoved back, which means I want to set that handbrake. Okay, come on back. Boom. Okay, so we can disconnect you right here. I'm in the right spot. Go ahead and get set to road. And this is I think is our last Ela train, or bridge train, I mean. So we should, in the next episode, be able to go start doing some stuff in Bryson City, which is going to be a lot of fun. I haven't removed the Extra Industries mod from down there yet. The plan most definitely is to remove the Extra Industries mod down there, and then we're going to start actually doing a little pulpwood action, I think, using this Walker logging spur. That's going to be a lot of operation. That's going to be actually operating the train every time I go up there. So it's going to add a little bit of production length to the videos on my side, which is perfectly good with me, because I'm hoping that I can get a pretty good log of a backlog of these videos going, as I've said already. That way, again, if it takes me, the longer this series goes on, the longer it's going to take to make the videos. The trackage is going to get longer. The number of cars that I have to deal with is going to get longer. So as of right now, I'm going to try and get these videos out 3 days a week. I may shorten that this first week of these videos being released, which you won't see this video in the first week of these videos being released. But episode 1, or I guess episode 1 through 4 will have been released roughly in the same week. And then I might just go ahead and shrink it down to 2 videos a week. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, unless I start breaking days up into separate videos, which is a possibility, and if once the days start getting to where they're taking me 2 or 3 real life days to finish one day in the game, if that's an option that you would like to see, then I'm more than happy to do it. Yes, and that left me enough room to put the 2 actual Whittier cars on the train and still get the sawmill stuff by it into a separate siding so that 101 can come pick them up shortly. Okay, let's jump on here. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to turn the graphics setting down if the computer's already struggling. It's kind of like a heater over here. If the computer's already struggling to run OBS and run the game at the current graphics settings that I have it on, then that may be something that has to be done, which, if it has to be done, it has to be done. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. So let's go ahead and finish getting this train built up, and then I'm going to get 91 headed up the mountain. First, though, we will get 101 out, watered and cold and out of the way. Like I said, 71, she's pretty good on water. She's definitely good on coal. I think it's a 12-ton tender, and yeah, it's still got plenty of coal in it. So let's go ahead. And everything here goes to the sawmill except these two back cars. So you got Whittier House Track and the Stenzel car. I want to just 100% double check that. Yes, okay. I have made that mistake before and then realized way too late that the car that I thought went to the sawmill really went to Stenzel, and I had to spend 30 minutes of real life time pulling all the way up here, getting that car out of the consist, putting the consist back together, and then going back down to the sawmill. So I really don't want to have to deal with that today. I'm sure I'll have to deal with some kind of mess up like that again at some point while playing this, but try and keep it to a minimum. Okie doke. Yard reverse. Get these two cars onto this train. And let's see what we have to bring back. Of course, a Stenzel car, which I was fully expecting to have to bring Stenzel car back, and one of the Ela Farm Supply cars needs to be brought back. Again, of course, along with all the previous Ela Bridge Site cars. So actually, on the return trip up, we'll actually have a fair number of cars. It by far won't be the biggest train that's ever been brought back up to the interchange, but and we may end up going maybe like a higher tier with the sawmill. Maybe this to me is always a really big if of whether I actually want to go up a tier with the sawmill. So here's the Stenzel car. We're going to do that. And I know that I can just do that and set the handbrake. But it's kind of fun to add just a little bit of role play of having to go find the handbrake. I'm not going to go so far as to like climb the ladder to do it. But we just have a really unrealistically long grab pole that we use. That's just long enough that as long as I can see it, I can touch it. It's not how that works, but cool beans. Okay, let's go ahead. And I think because of the length of this sawmill train, we're just actually going to just go ahead and shove it into this siding. In theory, if we kind of went ahead and shuffled all the other locomotives around, we could actually, in theory, pull it down. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do actually. So in theory, what my theory is I'm just gonna pull all the sawmill cars down here to this switch with the 71 to this switch right here. Cut them off like right at the switch, and then get 101 backed up to here. Go ahead and get her car cold and watered. And get 91 at least back in the siding with her log cars. That way, instead of having to get 91 down here and run all the way around the yard to get this log train, we can just send 71 or 101. What? Okay, my brain just went to squirrel land here. But anyway, 71's going to have an easier time with these cars than 101 anyway. So if we just get 101 to 71 to like right here, where she's going to be, and I'm going to put, I wonder if I put the flare right there, if that would be enough room. Oh, shoot, really? Haha. So now you reverse. Excuse me? Now you reverse. Okay, let's go ahead and drop her speed down to to 10 miles an hour. That way we can get a slightly more precise stop out of this. That's precise enough. That is by far precise enough. Okay. Uncouple you. You go ahead at 10 miles an hour. And then I'm going to have her stop right here. We are going to do away with that flare. Go ahead and switch this track. Get 91 to reverse. And I'm, like I said, almost 100% sure at this point that, yeah, she is still definitely good. We should probably go ahead and oil her bearings as well. And if she won't clear... No, she cleared. Okay, you go forward. Yard forward. That way you can just go ahead. You can go ahead and attach to your log train. We're going to go ahead and switch that back over to get that cleared out. And then we're going to coal and water 101. This is probably the most I've actually done. I just oiled her bearings. Yeah, we can load coal from right here. And if I'm going to re-water the locomotive, I might as well go ahead and I might as well re-coal her as well. But also, if we do take a Tier 2 contract out, I'm probably going to get a consolidation to handle this for the 101, and then possibly get, possibly, once we open Bryson, like I was saying in a previous video, actually start... Really? Come on. Are you joking? Oh, crap. Okay. Sometimes the AI will, like, emergency stop a train when you don't really want it to, and then other times it does this. Okay, give me manual control. Give me manual control. Stop. I did the stopping too quick thing. That was just griping about the AI doing. Okay. That should be good. Yes. It's not perfect, but it's enough that it's going to start filling slowly with water. Which is all we can ask for. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't actually went to a Tier 2 contract with the sawmill in so long. I'm not 100% sure. Can't remember exactly how many more cars daily that exactly equates to. Not terribly worried about it, but we'll see. Like I said, I'll probably make that decision before the next interchange switch tomorrow. Okay, let's get her reversing back, and we're gonna have her just stop, like, I guess right there. That's good enough, I think, for the stop. And then 71, I'm gonna regain control of you. You go at 15, because 91 is good and out of the way of you. Also need to, real quick, while she's doing that, Copy automatic waybill. There we go. Copied 7 other cars. Jeez. Oh, I didn't flip the switch, did I? Oops. Okay. Now you can come out onto the siding. And go ahead and stop. And then I want to see if I can actually get up here in a way that will allow me to ride the tender. I think I can. I think I can. I think this will work. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of clicking the 20 button, unfortunately, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. And then we'll get this train started out of here. We'll get 71's train started out of here, and then I'll probably do a cut. It's a lot of, she's got a switch that's misaligned. Woo! That was almost disastrous. I almost coupled up to 101. Okie doke. Beautiful. Alright, let's get that released. We'll run down here and get this one released. Boom. And we're going to get 71 and her train sent. Actually, we're going to not do that yet. We're not going to do that yet. I'm actually going to go to 91, and I am actually going to get her log train started up the mountain first. She by far is going to be gone the longest, so the quicker we can get her up the grade, the better off we're going to be. I think everybody should be fairly well oiled. Yeah, not too worried about those cars being at 97%. As long as they're above about 80%, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, all this equipment's actually starting to take some wear damage, which is to be expected. I'm going to have to eventually be shopping cars, like log cars. My box cars probably won't really ever quite get enough use to really and truly ever need to be shopped. Definitely not overhauled, I wouldn't think. But I think I assume that I decided just now that all the skeleton cars are going up the mountain as well. So I don't know how many logs that's going to bring us down for the day. When we get done, it's going to be a fairly heavy train. That's 8 log cars, so she's going to be pushing a fairly heavy train up the mountain and then having to get a fairly heavy train back down the mountain. But 91, strong engine, she can handle it. Okie doke. Now, let's just start doing the teleportation game until we get back to 71. We're going to go ahead and get 71, 15 miles an hour. And while they're both sort of getting out of here, I'm going to do a real quick cut and get the sawmill switched around, get this train to Ela, or at least get this train to Whittier, and then I will see you when that is all done. Okay, we are in Ela. I don't know why my train is still obsessively using its bell, but you can go ahead and move again, train, and quit ringing the bell obsessively in everybody's ear. I need to get this switch opened, and then we're going to grab these two cars. So this goes to the Ela house track. This goes to Ela Farm Supply. So we're going to get the house track car. Go ahead, get it set. Grab the car that goes back to East Whittier. Put it on the empties train. And then get the new Ela Bridge loads spotted. So that hopefully, well, I mean, I say hopefully, so that in the next video, we can actually get the Ela Bridge done. We can move on to Bryson City and get some new action on the railroad. With that being said, we're probably going to be buying a new road engine. 71 here, been a great road engine so far, but I really feel like we're probably going to go ahead and jump to a big boy. Jump up to one of the C46 consolidations. Mainly because even though they basically have everything's basically the same as it is with the Decapod, and they actually have a slightly less factor of adhesion, they have better factor of they have a better curve radius. So having a better curve radius, we can use them for a little bit more stuff than just running road freights if we need to. And eventually we probably will go up to a Decapod. We may eventually go up to one of these Lake Superior and Ishpeming locomotives, but probably not. I don't. Part of me loves the look of the railroad. Like, I want my railroad to have a certain look, and so part of it for me. Oh, wait. We don't. I don't want that one. I want this rear one. So, to me, you kind of have to have that centered headlight, because we're running in the south. Whoa. We're running in the south. We're running in the territory of the Southern Railway anyway. Historically in real life, so I would like to keep it. A little southern looking. I say that as 2 of my 3 locomotives have high run headlights, but we're not buying a consolidation right off the bat. That's a little overkill. Okay, so let's go ahead, get this train, make sure we get all the switches set to push this into the house track. Anyway, so yeah, I kind of want to keep everything with kind of a centered headlight. One thing that I think would be really cool to see implemented eventually, I don't know that I've ever actually said this in any of my videos or not, but I want to see them continue working on sort of the features in the game and sort of how the game works. So stuff like the wear and tear update, that was so incredible. That was kind of something that I'd been wanting for quite a while when it comes to this game, because to me it kind of seemed like you buy the locomotive, you fill it up with coal and water, and you don't really do anything else with it once it's got coal and water. So it's actually really nice, really cool to see, or the wear and tear update was something that was really cool to see. Wait. Ah, crap. Whoa. I had that backwards. Dang, that sucks. Okay, well, it's okay. We're just gonna have to reposition ourselves here. It won't be too big of a deal. But yeah, the wear and tear update, that was incredible to see, and the new hotbox update. I've dealt with one hotbox so far, and it was a big enough catastrophe to make me not want to have to deal with another one. But I'm not gonna oil every car on every train. Any cars that I personally own, we're gonna keep make sure we keep above 90%. Now, of course, there probably will be times where I forget to do it, and if you forget to oil a car, then you pay the consequences. It's just like in real life. If you forget to oil the bearings on a particular freight car or passenger car or your locomotive, you're gonna have a hot box. And so, for me, it's just kind of nice to leave it up to random chance, unless it's stuff that I own, and then at that rate, then we'll worry about it. But they've done really good, I think. Ooh, whoa. I think they've done really good so far with the game. It has come so far. It released back, in January, February, March, somewhere right in there. And since its release, they've done really good. This is sort of the one of the shining examples of how to do an early access game really well, because they kind of have shown the epitome of, hey, we want to get this out here because we want to know what the people that are going to end up being our player base, we want to know what you guys think. And I love that. And it's so rare to see nowadays with, alpha release, early access games anymore, where you actually do feel like they are constantly getting better. And so that's something that me, as a gamer, very much appreciate. And I also appreciate that they sort of have, I think, found a pretty good balance between realism when it comes to running, trains, running a railroad. I feel like they've fairly well struck that balance between sort of realism, like wear and tear, like hot boxes, all that stuff, but they haven't made it to where you have to do everything exactly like a railroad would have to run. So it's to me anyway, it makes a massive difference. It just really does make a massive difference. For me to find that really nice medium between almost being too much realism and not enough realism, too arcadey. Because this is sort of, in a way, oddly enough, it's sort of a tycoon game. So not quite, maybe in the way Railroads Online is. There's a lot less freedom here. You already, you kind of have the railroad is set up. You're not out laying your own track. You're not out doing anything like that. You're out here. You're running the railroad. Something else I do appreciate with saying that is they kind of give you that sense of building the railroad by having to do these milestones. Even though, you aren't exactly saying, well, what if right here south of Ela, what if I just wanted to continue this curve a little extra and have brought it right here? Well, you can't do that, but you get, I'm going to call it, I think this is kind of the right word for my thought process on it. They kind of give you the illusion that you really have full control over building your railroad. Even though you don't have truly full control, you still get some kind of control for it. Which, like I said, I think is a really good strategy to get the fine line between, you're not gonna, you can't get trackage that's this nice, this well set out, using implemented spline, or not implemented splines, but splines that the player puts down. I mean, you can if you spend a really long time doing it. It's sort of like playing trains, and using the route builder in trains is sort of what it's like. So Anywho, let's get this. Whoa, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Actually, no. I think I do want to do it that way. My brain's a little scattered today for some weird reason. I'm kind of all over the place. But anyway. Doke 410. And then I need to switch that open and switch that open. Get this pushed up. Spot that car. Get the new Ela bridge construction materials down to the bridge site. And then we should be good to await getting Bryson opened up by the end of the video. And the only reason I'm worried about doing that like before the end of the video instead of just waiting till tomorrow is because if I don't, then I can't take any contracts for the Bryson area until the next day. And I would like to go ahead and start off the next video with, a mile-long train or something, which isn't going to happen immediately. We are still going to sort of ease into what we're doing in Bryson. I'm also probably going to remove, I think it's in Railroader, Bryson Industries. So I'm also probably going to remove that mod because it just adds so many industries. And I know people that love that, but I feel like it adds almost an unrealistic number of industries to Bryson City. So I think, we can go ahead and stop right here. Boom, apply the handbrake. And then I think, we'll have enough room to back straight out of this siding and couple up here to the back of this train. I'm looking forward to the day that they put in more animated loads instead of it just saying that there's some ties on there and there's nothing there. It's kind of deceiving. It's just like the wood chip hoppers and everything, or gondolas. It's kind of off-putting when I can't tell which cars are loaded because there are no physical wood chips in the cars, and so for me, it's a little off-putting. Again, it's something that I would rather see them add in a whole new feature. Which I don't really know exactly what kind of feature that they would add in. Next, that's probably something that we're just gonna have to wait and see them, wait and see what they're gonna add in next. Because that, like I said, I feel like they've done a really good job at adding features to the game, and adding it, and not just building off. And not just building off of features that were already in the game. Actually adding in like new features that they otherwise wouldn't be in the game if they hadn't added them post-launch. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take that handbrake off and apply that handbrake. Let's get the train reversed out of here. And for whatever reason, I'm just going to, as I'm standing here, oil the bearings and everything on 71. No, you need to be thrown, switch. You need to be thrown, switch. Let's see. And then we're going to have to get, like, some more logs and some more pulpwood cars. I think that particular industry in Bryson City uses both. I think I might be wrong. It may not use both, but I know it at least uses somebody. Somebody at least uses pulpwood. I think in Bryson City. If not, then we just need more log cars. And I just kind of feel like, it might be fun. It might be fun to start all of them either from Connolly Creek or all of them from Walker, as far as logs and stuff go. But it's not exactly, and I've seen some people doing that, and that is very much like if you want to build out some really long, nice, varied trains, like trains of varied composition, that's the best way you can do it. But it's not really that realistic. They wouldn't. The sawmill here wouldn't be operating here probably. Being that they are a sawmill, they probably wouldn't be operating there if Connolly Creek wasn't here. That's kind of the idea behind Connolly Creek, I think. That's like Walker. Now you could get, say, if you had a high enough contract with the Whittier sawmill, and they were actually getting more orders, say for lumber or something, then they could handle with their own little logging operation, aka Connolly Creek. Then you could actually, they may actually order from Walker, but we'll see. I'll just have to see how I operate that. But I'll probably also do something else eventually with the sawmill, and that is where you don't get any money for it, obviously, and I don't give myself money for doing this, but I'll probably rename and renumber 91 eventually for, say, the Whittier Lumber Company or something like that. That way, as it's just sitting at their mill, it makes, just in my head, a little bit more sense that they would actually own the locomotives running that branch, because, again, the main reason why they've got a sawmill here is because that area of forest exists that they're cutting timber out of. So, without a fairly close by source of timber, most lumber companies are not going to operate. That's sort of the idea of setting your sawmill up, sort of, especially in the days where they were logging here in the area around the Great Smoky Mountains. Okay. And then there's actually a lot of housekeeping that I want to go ahead and probably do at the end of this video as well. So what I'm probably going to do is, to be honest, Bryson City is probably going to end up becoming our main area to repair cars, to do most of that. We're going to keep one road engine up here at Whittier, and of course 91's going to stay up here. 101's probably going to stay here as well. And then we will probably just let whatever road engine runs between Bryson City and Whittier take care of the stuff in Whittier and here in Ela. And we may take Whittier off of the off of being actually switched out by a mainline engine, and just have the train that runs road freights between Whittier and Bryson, drop the stuff off at Whittier, get to Ela, switch out Ela, and then go on down to Bryson. And then any empties or any loads / empties that are left in Ela can be brought back with any empties or loads that come back from Bryson. And that, again, is just sort of in the beginning. It's just going to make it a little bit, I think, personally, a little bit easier to manage than just trying to do everything with one run, with one locomotive, which of course is doable, but to me it's just probably not the best. But anyway, excuse me, I'm gonna get this train back up to the East Whittier interchange, and I will see you when that gets done. Okay, while we are waiting for the log train to finish loading up at Connolly, we are going to go ahead and get prepared for opening Bryson. So the first thing we're going to do is take out enough money to be able to purchase. I guess we're not going to be able to purchase a C46. Oh, we don't even have enough to purchase a deck. Oh, no. We can purchase another Mikado. Let's see what happens, though, if we go and buy. Because, like I said, I know for a fact I'm going to want... I actually don't think I'm going to do that yet. Wait a minute. Let's just wait. Oh, man. How much stuff do you still have? Okay, let's give it one more go. Well, now I know. Actually, real quick. Let's just go ahead, jump up to 91, and let's go ahead and get her and her train coming down the mountain. It doesn't really matter if the train comes in, like, at dark anyway. So, I mean, I'm not too worried on that front. I just kind of want to get the Ela Bridge done so that I can actually see what they're going to need. Okay. And I can probably also look it up if I really need to as well. So, yeah, and we're going to take the skeleton cars out of action anyway and sell them, I think, honestly. I don't think we will, actually. I think we're gonna keep them. But like I said, I would like to at least be able to get... okay, there we go. I would like to at least, really would like to get a C46 for the Bryson run. So let's jump back down here. There we go. Okay. So bring this up. Bring the map up. Whoa. Okay. All right. Now, Perfect. Okay, that has now been completed. So, now, we can see all this stuff. Okay, hold on. So I will be right back. Okay, now, I have taken that other mod out, so there's just less stuff now. So, they are the one that we want to take a tier 1 contract with. We're going to want to take that, and we're going to want to take that. So we're just actually just going to take all the ones that we can get. The log train is still descending the mountain, so we can't do anything about that yet. But I do know for our own use, I'm gonna want a 50 foot box car. It delivered me a shiny new box car. Oh no. Why did it put it? Did it hook it to this train? Okay, no, it didn't hook it to the train. Want it to be brand new looking, obviously. And so that financially, only, I think we might be lower than where we were finance-wise. Yeah. So we may just have to stick with 71 handling it for tomorrow. Because I know we're going to need log cars. And I know we're going to need a train to handle Walker. So let's just grab 3 of these. I don't know why it does different colors that are that drastic, but it's okay. The main thing I want to make sure is that they're all at 100% durability or condition. Then to at least get a Mikado, we're just going to go ahead and take that loan out. Which that leaves us with just so much money that we have to pay back. Which we are actually going to have to be slightly careful with this. Purchase that, and then we did 91. Oh no! Why are you turned this way? Actually, to be perfectly honest, that's actually going to work out for working Walker, actually. So I'm okay with that. And then, let's take out another 5K. Okay, I need to get this guy, which is going to end up being number 92. We need to get it backed out of here so that it's not in the way. I don't want it to be stuck in here. Oh, jeez. A stupid mod that just obviously doesn't work. Whatever. just going to get it completely backed out of the interchange. Okay, so it's 100% cleanly gone out of the interchange. And then we'll probably end up eventually letting it do the switching to get what we're getting ready to buy now, which we're going to go ahead and buy one of these, which this is a big boy Gonda. You're going to unload at the Bryson Colon Tower, and you're going to load from here. Not sure that these 3 cars are going to be enough. And then your operation is going to be unload at Bryson City and to buy repair parts. So everything that I own, except for these guys, are in a good position. So we're going to go ahead and get that train to get what will be 91 to run down, grab our new hopper, and put it in the other interchange track. That way we can kind of get these logging gondolas moved somewhere out of the yard, because this coal car, our hopper, and our new box car, they are both gonna just disappear. Right. So we're not too worried about them at the moment. And this is by far the latest I have ever worked a railroad in Railroader. But it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. Again, we're just going to kind of get it switched into this track. Okay, thank you, game. Okay, yeah, it can handle it from right there. And then get it going back, and I know 91 is not far from being in view. In fact, whoa, in fact, there's 91. So 91's almost back down the mountain. Yeah, we're gonna have a big loan payment. Oh man, that is kind of scary. We've got 4 days though. Excuse me. As long as I don't have to like buy more logging gondolas or something, it will be okay. Whose handbrake? Your handbrake. Okay. Now let's jump down here. Go ahead and grab control of the 91. Go ahead and grab control of the 91. We're gonna ride it back to the switch. And get it pushed up. Then we're gonna get what's gonna be 92. We're gonna get it ready to pull its log cars clear of the interchange, and then tomorrow I'll get it all ready to go. And tomorrow we will cut these, or the next run we make up the mountain, we will cut these skeleton cars from the Connolly train, and really and truly probably sell them. Not gonna lie, I really don't see any use in having them on the train anymore. So, being that I just don't see any use in having them on the train, I'm not going to keep them on the train just so that they'll be on the train. And let's jump back down here. Take back control of this guy. You're going to reverse it this speed, and we're going to go ahead and select it as well. I don't think 91 was able to pull up far enough to clear the main. Yeah, that flare wasn't far enough down the track. So, let's move it up a little bit. Okay, I think, yeah, 92's cars are all clear. Boom! Okay, well, so we are ready for the next episode to start working Bryson. Go down to Bryson City and see what we can get on with. So, yeah. Well, quite the eventful episode. Very eventful way to end the episode. That's a really nice shot. How do I take a screenshot now? Anyway. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, do what all the other YouTubers ask you to do. And I hope to see you back here for the next episode. Anyway, y'all have a great one. Peace out.